So we're driving down to film a couple spots with some EBI 3 competitors. And just in case you don't know, we at Budo Videos are doing the live production, live pay-per-view for Eddie Bravo's Invitational, the third installment of it. And one thing you get when Budo Videos produces your pay-per-view is you get us going out there, interviewing the guys, talking about it, and promoting it. And this is an event that I'm happy to promote because it is something really exciting. The first two EBIs I thought were cool, but the third one is looking to be the best. There's a lot of really high-level talent guys from a lot of different teams. You got Karen Darbedyan from Gokor's. He's an awesome leg lock guy. Enrico Coco, who's an ADCC veteran, another great leg lock guy. Garry Tonnon and Eddie Cummings, both from Renzo Gracie. Again, great leg lock guys. Josh Vallis from Gracie Baja Pasadena. He's only a blue belt, but he's in this tournament, so that's going to mix things up a little bit. He does great. He almost always submits his opponents in IBJJF tournaments. So it'll be interesting to see him in the mix with some little higher level athletes. Got Richie Martinez, who lost to Garry Tonnon in EBI 1. He's a 10th Planet guy. He'll be back looking for redemption. Got Nate Orchard, another 10th Planet guy. And then there's a lot of other guys whose names aren't coming to me right now, but it's a 16-man tournament. Oh, can't forget Marcelo Mafra, 2014 Nogi Worlds gold medalist. He'll be in the mix, so it'll be cool to see Nogi Worlds champ mixing up with some of these younger guys. But I really like the format. It's a 16-man tournament. Guys from different teams, some guys who you don't see competing on the international stage, so they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And another thing that makes it really interesting is the fact that you almost have to win by submission. I'm not going to get too much into the rules, but it's a little bit confusing, but it actually makes a lot of sense. There's overtime rules where you work on escaping, and Eddie Bravo talks about that in another video. It's probably going to be annotated right here. But anyway, it's a really cool format, submission only, and the venue is an amazing place. It's built in 1926. It's called the Orpheum Theater in downtown Los Angeles. That's where they film American Idol. We took a tour of it the other day, and wow, this is going to show jiu-jitsu in a totally different light. Sometimes it takes people that think outside of the box, and Eddie Bravo is one of those guys. And there's a nice stage, there's a cool screen. Of course, we're going to have cameras all around. But whether you're going to go there and see it live or watch it live on pay-per-view on Budo Videos, you're going to be in for a treat. I'm really excited about this event. I love jiu-jitsu. I know Eddie Bravo does too. And it's just cool to see it in a little different format. It's going to be on March 22nd. Man, it's going to be a really exciting event. Not only is there going to be a 16-man tournament, but there's also going to be 3 kids super fights. And some people might think, well, why is there going to be kids super fights? But if you've ever seen kids matches, you know that they give it their all. And these are kids that are looking to build a name for themselves. And you might see some tears from the loser, which of course we never want to see, but it just shows how much passion they have. So those super fights, I think, are going to surprise a lot of people, not only on how much fun they are, but how talented these kids are. So EBI 3, super excited. I think you're going to love it. So we are on the way to visit 2 different academies. This is something that we do every once in a while. We just, we spend a lot of time in the office. It's nice to get out and see athletes in their home environment. So 2 of the big names competing at EBI 3 are, one of them is Eddie Cummings. And I was not too aware of Eddie before. Heard a little bit about him, but it seems like this year he's really making his mark. He is a very talented leg lock artist, and not just that. He's obviously a well-rounded grappler, but in competitions he seems to focus on leg locks. He trains at Renzo Gracie's gym in New York City, but when he comes out to LA, he trains with Shawn Williams. So of course Shawn's a longtime friend of mine. So we're going down to his academy, and we're going to talk to Eddie about his leg locks, about EBI 3, and I want to know a little bit more about him. Like I said, I wasn't really aware of him before. I want to know when he got his black belt and why. Is he competing a lot more now than before? Because it seems like his name is coming up a lot more. So that's going to be our first shoot. After that, we're going to go over to Highest Stand Academy. That's where Gokor teaches. You might remember that Gokor was the feature of the very first episode of Rolled Up. Gokor is a super talented martial artist, a guy I've known for a long time, and he's developed a lot of really tough students. And most of his guys focus more on no-gi, and they always have an eclectic mix of talents. Usually they have great takedowns, aggressive guard passing, and terrifying leg locks. And Karen Darbedyan is one of those guys that is a leg lock master. He doesn't compete too much in jiu-jitsu events, but he is really tough. I know a lot of high-level jiu-jitsu guys that have trained with him and have come back with a lot of accolades, a lot of compliments for him. And I've trained with him before, and yeah, he is. You do not want him getting a hold of your foot. So it's going to be interesting talking to him a little bit more about his game, and you, the viewer, are going to have a great time watching him mix it up at EBI 3. I can't imagine what might happen if he gets in a leg lock battle with someone like Garry Tonnon. Who's going to tap to that? That's what I want to know. What's up, guys? How's it going?
I love you. Good to see you.
How's everything, man? Good to meet you. How's everything?
Ryan.
Long time, right? How you doing?
Good.
Slowly. How you doing, man?
Have a good night, Sensei.
Come on.
Gokor.
Jake, how are you?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Long time.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
Yeah,
how are you, buddy?
Good.
Have a seat. Have a
All right.
seat. Here, Jake.